About the seven. To be quite honest, you likely know them better than me. However, their nations continue to survive and thrive to this day, and that would be impossible without strong leadership. Once this chapter of Natlan's history comes to a close, I plan on strengthening our relationship with other nations so that Natlan can continue to grow. About the captain. Incandescent ode of resurrection, for him, I suspect the past 500 years felt endless. When someone is deprived of death, life becomes a journey with no end, and the human spirit easily grows weary. And yet, he managed to seize the only chance of victory to arrive at the end he sought all along. I have great respect for warriors like him. About Aoife. The truly great doctors often possess vast medical knowledge, as well as great communication skills. And when the patient and the doctor do not speak the same language, observation and empathy become even more important. That's why Aoife can make friends with just about anyone. Suffice it to say, if someone is on bad terms with Aoife, human or Saurian, I doubt the problem lies with him, haha. About Verisa. During the pilgrimage, I cover all the expenses at the Weary Inn, and without fail, there's always an order for a party tray for 80. I used to assume it was someone ordering for a large group of friends, but as it turns out, Verisa ordered it all for herself. About Kachina. After you rescued Kachina from the Night Kingdom, I visited her family with Chief Pakal and brought a few gifts to once again apologize for what happened. Kachina's time in the Night Kingdom left her with many scars she will have to carry into the future, scars she should never have had to bear. And for that, the fault is mine. About Kinich. In addition to the Turnfire, Malipo has another meaning: cost or price. It may seem less overtly heroic compared to the other ancient names, but in truth, Malipo teaches us to be one calm and analytical, to ask the questions people may not want to hear. Without people who possess these qualities, it's just too easy for the rest of us to act on impulse and emotion, and make decisions we'll come to regret. About Mualani. Terms of personality, Mualani and Tupac are completely different, and yet both inherited the name Umoja. Unity lies not in a particular action, but in a state of mind, a willingness to give your all for your nation, family, and friends. But I doubt Mualani was thinking about any of that back then. She knew one thing to be true: that Kachina's life was worth any risk to her own. About Lansun. My advice to her was this: people are less likely to mess with someone whose strength is undeniable, so all she needed to do was to prove it. Well, she decided to do just that, by challenging me in the arena, ha ha ha. Yeah, I definitely didn't see that coming. In the end, she put up quite the fight, and no one underestimated her again. About Auroran. In my opinion, Auroran's true personality is very different from what he projects on the outside, like lava covered in ice. His tribe and his friends bring him peace, but his drive to protect them and his need to become a hero leave him restless. It's inadvisable to act on impulse, but these are precious qualities all the same. About Chaska. Being able to survive under the influence of abyssal corrosion was already a miracle, but thanks to the people and Saurians of this land, she even found a reason not just to survive, but to live. I have every faith in her fortitude, but I will still do what I can to make this land a gentler place. Even the strongest among us need a break sometimes. About Chitlali. Many people find her strange or difficult to get along with, but this is how I see it. Citlali doesn't concern herself with trivial matters, but she's always there when it counts. I'm sure you've seen that for yourself. She's someone who can easily tunnel vision and get herself embroiled in trouble, so I try to keep certain things from her. But she can see right through me. She's too sharp. About Zilonin. Zilonin is one of the best craftsmen in Natlan. She has the ability to forge ancient names and is well versed in secret source technology. Not to mention, she never backs away from a challenge, even when it's completely uncharted territory. The process isn't without twists and turns, like design changes and other modifications, but the results speak for themselves. About us, ancient names. You may not have realized this, but your ancient name, Tumani, will have a significant impact on Natlan for years to come. When future generations speak this name, they will think about this battle and the efforts of all our heroes. Our names, Tumani and Kiongozi, are now linked and will live on in perpetuity.